Hello gamers, welcome back to the Elden Ring Randomizer. I got really scared for a moment that my buttons weren't working. I was trying to put up the shield, but we're in the round table. We're in a site of peace. No weapons here. I was like, oh god, I hope my controller isn't like being busted. Anyway, what was I doing last time I was here? That is the best question I could ask at a moment like this, isn't it? Suppose we'll find out. Ah, yes. We were just getting to Stormvale. Let's do that, because I don't think we're missing... I don't think there's any reason for me to go towards Caelid right now. So I think we're good to keep going towards Stormvale. I really am trying not to miss quest lines, but it's inevitably going to happen, and especially if key quest items are going to be randomized, it will be quite difficult to avoid. Pretty good. Pretty good. Still loving this weapon. Love that weapon. Treating me pretty well. Oh, you know what? No. I'm a fool. I'm a fool. I remember where we left off last time now. We can't do Stormvale. We're gonna have to go around or go through Caelid right now, because I do not have the rusty key. So that means I would have to go through the main gate. So we have either I could go through main gate all the way and try to backtrack to some of those items, or we could go somewhere else for now. I guess I'm just gonna try the main gate. This is not gonna go well. I'm gonna die so quickly. Alright, now we gotta run. Oh wait, you know what? The main gate is easy, because they can't actually operate the ballista. Oh shit. Oh shit. I was operating under the assumption that those would still be functioning, but no, those have to be manned by an NPC. Oh, nice. So we're completely safe to explore up here, which is not usually the case. Normally, coming up through here is just an actual death sentence, so... cool, I guess. I just get to take a pleasant walk through Stormvale. So yeah, I hope everybody's doing good today. I'm doing worse after seeing this thing. Recorded a closing shift, which will, if we can get everything ready in time for it, the audio version I might be able to guarantee goes out on the scheduled date of Friday. Which honestly, that might be the day that you see this. I don't even know. It might be. Maybe a day late though. There's no ladder up to there. Doesn't matter. He came down here. But yeah, we recorded that. Pretty good episode. Talked about baseball. Also some other stuff. It is now 2 days before my trip. And I'm going to try and stream tomorrow. Just to try and get, you know, some amount of stream before I leave. Because I've only been able to stream once in the past, like, week and a half. And it's shameful. But you know what, I was sick. Feeling pretty decent right now, though. Just went to the store, did some last-minute travel shopping, just all the basic amenities. Which, tell you what, the offerings at the average store for travel goods is very disappointing. It's like 2 brands, and it, like, barely covers any amount of, like, product need. Like, oh, you want, like, shampoo? You want conditioner? You have, like, one choice. Or you can have the combination Head and Shoulders. It's like a real pittance of choice. And they don't make it easy to find it either. They all look the same. The same bottles for all of it. They're all the same size and the same shape. So you gotta pick up every single bottle and be like, what's this one? What's this one? Because nothing's fucking... everything is only labeled of what it actually is in tiny print on the actual container itself. So it's like, oh, here's like 5 different red bottles that are all Old Spice, but this one is fucking shampoo and conditioner. This one's deodorant. This one, the fucking, it sucks your dick. Land of Inconvenience. Oh, it's part of a statue. Tell you what, there's a pretty chill time going through Stormvale, though. Being very overpowered and not being shot at just kind of makes this, yeah, just a nice place to hang out. I don't believe there's any more items around here that I'm missing. Move on. Huh. Nice. Oh, God. Well, I was due to fight you eventually. Oh, shit, there's a fucking madness guy there. Oh! Where did you come from? Bro thinks he's part of the gang. He must have dropped down on me. Boo. Boo. Well, whatever. How many levels do I need? Okay, I need about 10k now, just about, for a level. I knew that had a unique drop. Guess I missed him before, because he blends in. Just a little feller. Always miss that. Always miss that, too, because even though I have a spear, I can't just poke straight up. Somehow, yeah, the game prevents you from aiming above a certain height. So when he's directly overhead like that, it's like not happening. Albinoric with no wolf. What will she do? Is that everybody that's aggro? Well, everybody that matters, I guess. There's a plant that's mad at me. Alright, let's not get demolished here. I was not ready for Mr. Misbegotten. Where the hell did the fucking Bubble Boy come from? I guess from that platform. I missed. Where are you? I guess he's up further the way. There he is. Technically a boss, but also technically not a boss. I guess that would be the one... Possibly that would be the one from North Lanedell. Before the Grand Lift of Rolb. That's right, I know stuff. That's a big boy. That's a big old worm face. How would you feel if you were a worm face? I feel like I wouldn't be very happy. All the lore for the worm faces is very sad. Because basically, the fate of the worm... What the fuck? It's that guy again. How does this keep happening to me? The fate of the worm faces was that at one point, you know, just like the demi-humans, they were cared by. They were cared for by the dominant social class. But then, after the shattering, that all just fell apart. Nobody gave a shit about them anymore. And they got relegated to... That slug doesn't respawn. They got relegated to a life of exile because after the shattering, or around the time of the shattering, I suppose, they started being seen as freaks. And so their very existence was pushed away, just like, you know, much like the omens. Their entire existence was pushed away from society and the public eye. And that's, you see, when we go up and see them again, when we get back up there. The weapon that a lot of the worm faces use is a beautifully engraved, golden in color, like, stick. And of course, if they were just these horrid beasts that, you know, were just spreading death and had nothing good to offer, then why would they have such a beautiful work that they carry with them? And that's because at one point, and it even says in the lore of, like, the stick, because you can get it as a weapon, it's like, at one point, somebody cared about them. Ah. Just a sad, broken world in Elden Ring. Shout out to Marika for continuing the cycle, fixing absolutely nothing, and relegating others to the fate that she wanted to avoid for herself. That's basically, if you want the lore summary breakdown of why Marika has done anything that she's ever done, it all boils down to the people that she hails from were subjugated greatly by that social hierarchy that was above them. That, you know, they were doing a genocide against Marika's people. Marika then came into power, and she just, instead of actually solving any of the issues inherent with that system of discrimination and outlawing those beneath you, instead of doing anything to fix that system, just ended up recreating it, except with her on top. So what she once tried, you know, this idea that she had of recreating this world with love, then she just ended up recreating the same hatred and war and horrible cycle that existed before, which is how we even ended up in this situation. How we've ended up in the Shattering, where the entirety of the world is now in crisis again, for the second time, in a way that's similar to how it was before. Because those who do not learn history are doomed to repeat it. And that's even, you know, spoilers for DLC. To the best of my understanding, with Mikola, it works very much in the same way that Mikola, you know, had a very similar position that Marika was in, which was, this world is broken, and people are suffering and dying, and I'm in a position to change it and do something about it. So I'm going to try and build this world of love. But in the process of doing that, Mikola once again repeated the exact same mistakes of Marika. Because they keep trying to create a new world in the image of the old one. Which I don't even know if, like, the naming of it is intentional, of Marika. If it's supposed to be, like, America. I don't even know. Miyazaki's on a whole other level. You know, that is, like, the kind of the story that you end up with, Western imperialism. It's all very similar that, you know, America declares independence is like, we're not going to be like the British who subjugated us and made everything terrible for us. So what we're going to do is subjugate other people and put ourselves on top. Never ends. That's the cycle that just keeps going. Rave Glove Wart 3. Nothing else in this room, right? Yeah. Yeah, lots of, I mean, it's a thing that's difficult to get people into because, of course, you know, Dark Souls lore, Elden Ring lore, all of it is very obfuscated from the primary gameplay. I mean, These are things that you really only learn if you read a whole bunch of item descriptions and do a whole bunch of this and that. But there's a lot of, like, fascinating stuff like that in Elden Ring and Dark Souls. I am, for better or for worse, one of the people that does go through Dark Souls 3 reading item descriptions to get a better understanding of the lore. Magic grease. Great arrows. None of this is actually helpful to me yet. Gelmir Knight Helm. Well, ultimately pointless, but sure. Like, when you really break it down, the story of these games is never really all that complicated. There's a lot of details here and there that can be difficult to remember and put into context, but the overarching stories and themes of From Software games, while seemingly very complicated, can usually be broken down into, like, a decently explainable medium. Like Elden Ring, you can break it down into, I'm gonna destroy the world. I'm gonna destroy our power system because my kid died and everybody else hates me. Says current world leader, who at the point of becoming world leader, vowed to not be like past world leader, and became exactly like past world leader. That's Elden Ring. And you kind of get a little bit of a similar theme with Dark Souls overall. Very similar kind of story of this cycle that never ends. You know, with like the linking of the first flame. The linking of the first flame is, that's a little bit more understandable as it pertains to, like, you know, how the current age that everybody exists in really only was founded to help a select few. Those select few aren't even around anymore, and the only reason why we continue it at all is just because we don't know what would happen if we stopped.
You were a fine warrior. Your only mistake was your choice.
Nice drip.
Master. Well, tarnished. I am the fellow. I'm hereby declare how this graft is tainted the. If you, I ask you, the winds run. I'm certain for. A past fellow down, whatever.
All right, legendary item, Eclipse Shuttle. Ooh, that's an interesting weapon. One I've never used, but it does have some pretty interesting. I mean, it looks cool. Death Flare, I'm pretty sure, is a neat move. I can't use it because I don't have the Dex or Faith. Cool. Never say never. That would be an interesting thing to try later. That's why I know that we're never at this point going to get... We're not going to get a Dark Souls 4, because there really can't be a Dark Souls 4. The only way to do a Dark Souls 4 at this point would be if they were to do a game that takes place in the Age of Dark, which is one of the possible endings in Dark Souls, that instead of relinking the first flame and continuing this cycle that continues to keep yourself and others like you down while the world consumes itself because the Empire has existed for too long, you have the alternate option of extinguishing the flame entirely and going into an Age of Dark. But what always happens in Dark Souls, and I should spend this level. What always happens in Dark Souls is that if you choose the Age of Dark, you never actually get to see what happens. The Age of Dark is completely unknown to everybody. Nobody actually knows what it looks like. All we know possibly of what it would look like is just prophesied tales from before the Age of Fire, which, you know, they could be completely manipulated as they've been passed down. They could be inaccurate in any such way. And it's really scarce, any history of the Age of Dark, because the people who existed... Loose ass glintstone crown. Nice. Nice. Raises potency of stuff, but increases FP consumption. Because the only people who really know the history of the Age of Dark and what it was like to exist in that time were mostly the dragons. And if you know a thing or two about Dark Souls, you know that the dragons, well, they're not doing too good these days. But, you know, you even still get the same kind of story there, with the dragons in Dark Souls being equivalent to kind of the Horn Scent. I mean, not exactly, because we don't exactly know what the rule under dragons was like. We don't know if they were just or not. We just know that they were the people in power. Omen Smirk, which, funny enough, the Omen Smirk are modeled after the Horn Scent, in theory, which is what I'm talking about right now. We don't entirely know if the dragons were just at all as rulers. So it's difficult to compare them so directly to the Horn Scent, who we know directly that the Horn Scent were genocidal and shitty, and they kept those beneath them as slaves when they didn't kill them. And that was a horrible cycle, so... You could see it as the same thing as Gwyn going and killing all of the dragons to create his own new empire under the Age of Light and Fire. Could be seen the same as Marika killing all of the Horn Scent, who at one point were dominant and subjugated her people and everybody else. But I don't know if that is an apt comparison for the dragons. But they do share a lot of parallels. I think in the overall, the overarching story of both Fia's Mist, this game and the Dark Souls games, I think they are... They're kind of twins that I think the reason why Miyazaki... A part of why I feel like he said he hasn't created his perfect game yet, and why we even have this thing now where Elden Ring is a very similar story to Dark Souls. I feel, at least in part, that could be Miyazaki sort of telling this story multiple times in different iterations, because, I mean, possibly he hasn't gotten across what he wants to get across with it. Clearly, these themes are shared between them, with differences in how they're presented. So a part of me feels that, aside from a gameplay level, the reason why Miyazaki says he's yet to create his perfect game, even after Elden Ring and the Elden Ring DLC and everything, is because there's something he's trying to express within that he feels he has yet to perfect. So I don't see it as out of the question that in the future we could see more FromSoft titles that follow this very similar narrative and have a lot of the same themes, if I am correct in that assumption. Tell you what, I like both stories. I like Dark Souls lore, I like Elden Ring lore. All of it's pretty good. Can I open this as a shortcut? Yes, I can. You sly dog, you caught me talking about lore. And of course, I'm interested in the lore of these games, but I am far from an expert, and there is a very high possibility that anything I've just spoken on... Alabaster Lord Sword, huh? That is one I've never tried. Looks pretty cool, though. There's a good possibility that the things that I've just said could be woefully inaccurate in parts. That's where I would urge you, if you have any interest at all... Uh-oh. If you have any interest at all in the story of Elden Ring or Dark Souls, it really doesn't take all that much time or energy to learn about it and figure out what it's all about. And it's a good, like, rabbit hole to go. Oh! A good rabbit hole to go down. Suppose that item wasn't that important, was it? I mean, it wasn't purple or higher, so just ignore it. If it's gold, I guaranteed have to go for it, because I think gold is going to be how great runes are presented. So those, I know I have to. There's a boss fight in here. What's it gonna be? Also, big beetle. Magic beetle. You have an item. Oh, God. Bird bolt. That is just a regular item. But it does remind me that I do want to spec into magic a bit. It's easy to get turned around here, isn't it? Leeby deeby. That's interesting. You're not normally a boss. Is it going to be an Onyx Lord who gets summoned here? Maybe the boss that's normally here... Oh, yep, that's a unique item. I guess the boss that's normally here doesn't technically count as a boss? Bit strange. Godwin. Crimson Whorl. It's because this guy died and turned into this horrible monstrosity of death. That is just about the most direct cause of the shattering. Because everybody got into this gigantic war over the stars, that being the whole reason why there's even a problem with Melania and Radon, and there's a problem with Radon and Ronnie, and the whole world just delved into this war. A lot of that starting with the death here, the murder of Godwin. And it was from the grief of losing Godwin that Marika then was urged to destroy everything. Because she was like, oh God, I fucked up everything and my children are dying. Blow up the government. Rainbow Stone. Do I have another thing? I do. I suppose I should go down here right now. Because I have a different place to go. Up the elevator. Nice. Normally get a whetstone in here. What do we got? Golden seed. I will take it. I think we got another golden seed earlier, so we might be able to get something now. Whoops. Okay. Guess I'll get out of here. I would say that was a worthwhile use of a stone sword key. Oh, thank God, it's just one of you. It's not a grafted in here. So much easier. Twinned Greaves. Ooh. I would like... If I could get all the armor pieces for it, I would like to have my armor by the end of this be a fun combo of Hoslow and Dee's armor. The twinned armor, because that stuff looks pretty cool. Before I carry on that direction, should get the grace at the top of this elevator back here. I just went through a very large section. And we could go ahead and challenge the boss right now, but there's so much more to explore here. Now, a very nice thing with being able to tell rarities just by looking at items is that there are some items around this place that I know are very tricky and a bit difficult to navigate to. And if I don't actually have to bother figuring out how to reach them, I will be very happy. Who's in place of the Banished Knight down here? Oh, just a celebrator. Is it on this platform or around the other ledge? No, there's an item up here. Not up here. Oh, can't get through that one. Hey, stop that. A gravity stone. I don't think I'll be able to open the door. This is normally where we'd have the rusty key for this door. I don't think I can open it from the other side without the key. Nope, locked. Worth checking. But we have a way around now. That's where we got stuck earlier. Good googly moogly. Watch that thing fucking jiggle as we climb this ladder. Good lord. Tell that tarnish you want to get in those lands betwixt. It is kind of weird. In Dark Souls 2, you have a place that's like, well, here this is the lands between, but there you have, like, the lands betwixt. It's rather bizarre. If I fall down, I have to go all the way back to the Grace, so let's try not to do that. There is a way to get in there without having to do all this. Problem is I don't remember it. Let's just try this. Hello, ant. This doesn't work. This does, though. Uh-oh. Oh. That was scary. These enemies here, they look a lot like the type of enemies you'd encounter a lot in Dark Souls 2. Nothing? Absolutely nothing down this way that I come down here for nothing? Trying to remember anything that's around here. Suppose I came down there for nothing, but you have to go over... Actually, no, this is back towards the start of the whole castle. This is where we started. Ultimately pointless. I guess we'll just get some levels while I'm here. That was interesting. You. Who's mad? There we go. Where do I want to go back to? Rampart Tower? Lift side chamber. That's where I want to go. The problem with that item there is that I just never remember how to get there. Never remember how to get there. Wait, this is the wrong one. I do want Rampart Tower. I think. Yes, okay. I do think there's another item down here that I missed. It's normally like 10 mushrooms or something. But I think there is an item down on this ledge. Ash of War Earthshaker. Cool. Let me go back over there and check again. See if I missed anything of, like... Just trying to remember how I actually reach... Oh, fuck. Well, I bungled it. Just how I actually reach that item up on that ledge, I just do not remember. This place is a wee bit complicated. All kinds of secret passages and the like. Does connect into another bit of tower. I just don't remember how to get up there. Presumably, I would go in from above and drop down. I can't open the map. I was going to put a marker on it. That means I have to fight these guys if I want to move on. Wasting my time. I already checked out here. There's a spot to drop down here. I guess you can use that to get up to the other... Oh, yeah. You could use that to get up to the other floor. But that wouldn't really get you anywhere. Well, that looks roofed on the inside. So you'd have to come in from... It looks like there's an entrance there on the south side. Still, something's mad at me. You. And the big old bulborb up there. Yeah, I've never been the best at navigating all the secrets of Stormvale. Truth be told. This has always been a location that I kind of just wing my way through, and if I come across an item that I meant to get, I'm like, oh yeah, I meant to get here. Bird. Where's that foot soldier? You gonna cause a problem? No. Not even here. I guess presumably I'd want to be on that upper platform. Yeah, I'd have to be on that upper platform. How do I reach there? Not from this room. That's the answer. If it'll let me teleport, let's go back to Rampart Tower and take another look. See if there was an opening there. I may have to drop in from the very top here next to Rampart Tower. In fact, let me go outside here. Hey, no Stormbirds going through here now. Much easier. That may be where I drop down from this ledge over here. Which I should have put down a marker when I was thinking about it. But I think from here... no. Like further around that other side. Can't see it from here. Man. Place is so complicated. Why are you such a problem? Perhaps from the very tippy top. If I go all the way there, which there are a couple other items. Let's see. Strip of white flesh, you're deviating from your normal foul foot. Feet. I'm not any good at Stormvale. Been through so many times, but some of the finer details like that of where, you know, certain placements, they do elude me. This place is somewhat maze-like. Woo! Close one. Coming up on me. How are you not dead? Whoops, let's not fall off the edge here. There's no reason for me to come up here, right? Take a gander. Some big old pits there on the roof, but I think we'd die dropping down there. I do see an enemy, though, so there must be a way over there. Not from here, though. Maybe if I go further around. Again, this place is just so weird. Guess we can drop down here. This should have an item in it, right? Yes. Ritual Shield Talisman. What does that one do? Raises defense when HP is at maximum. Well, I guess I could have the bright side of both of these. Protects me from that first hit, I suppose. Alright. board. Much bigger board than what's normally here. But still a bird. Opilla bird, huggy wuggy, seek scary, blue choo choo chavels. Bam bam nab nab bambalina, slow Celine. I forget this guy's name, but he's pretty cool. Boxy Boo. Squid Game, huggy wuggy. Choo choo chavels. I don't think I can drop down there without dying. I don't think there's any reason for me to drop down there, now that I think about it. I don't even think there's a reason for me to drop down on this side. On this bit of tower. Actually, you know what? That bit of tower does connect into a later section, but that's an area that we can get to naturally and safer. So, nope. I'm gonna go up here. Oh, hey, this is worse. This is normally a group fight. Just, you know, your random soldiers. Okay. Doing all this for one item check at the top of this place. Unfortunate thing about randomizers. Up until you get the couple items that you need, it's basically just a 100% run. What have we got up here? We got a whole bunch of random animals. Viridian Amber Medallion. I would much rather have that in place of this. I don't think there's any reason for me to jump across here, but I'm going to do it. Oh, made it. Nice. Serpent arrows. Not an item I need, but pretty cool. Okay. Get me down from here now. That hurt. If I already kind of have to heal, any damage that then is, like, within the ballpark of one flask is just free. Not missing anything. Good. Oh, hey, here's this guy. Time for revenge. That's where if I was playing online and this was vanilla, this guy was here, I'd be like, large foe ahead, therefore seek revenge. But, you know, not playing online, so you just get to hear that instead. Whew. Ah, piss. Oh, shit. That goes for a really long time. Damn. Suppose it won't take too long to get back there, but good googly moogly. I could make the jump there, but that seems like a bad idea. Just go all the way back up to the top. And I will go back for the items at the... whatchamacallit? The items at the bottom of the lift there that the room that normally has the grafted in it. There is other things to check down there, but I'm doing all this first. But do not mind. There is no mind. 3 Miranda powder off of a dog is actually kind of crazy. For like some crafting stuff, that's like a godsend, but probably not anything that I actually need. There's that big old guardian. Eyes up, guardian. Whoa! I'm fine. Oh, hey, item to grab here. This is gonna set me off course, but still needed to get it. Is it gonna set me off course? God, that camera's gonna fucking set me off entirely. Oh, we made it back. Just have to be mindful of the big boy who wants to break my bones and give me madness. Just try and get him before he does a thing. He's doing the thing. Really? There's the stance break. Okay. That's what I was looking for. What is here? Crimson Bubble Tier, which does remind me that I did get a tier before and I forgot to check what it does. Next time I am at a grace, I will hopefully remember to check that. I don't even think there's anything up here. You just do this to have advantage on what's normally the Banished Knight over here. Nope. Get out of the death cloud. Trying to get this like ever so perfect. There we go. Tell you what, enemies in this game, they are absolute masterminds of just perfectly spacing the walls to attack through them. Rotten. No reason to drop there, right? No. Just like to be safe. Be safe and sound. I can lift you up. I can show you what you want to see and take you where you want to be. You can be my love. And now we're just back around here. Okay, let's go back to the Rampart Tower. And we will go back down the lift. And we'll check more that direction. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that, because I am going to have to end up circling around no matter what I do, because we went through Stormvale backwards. Oh yeah, and this guy doesn't respawn. Did I go down here already? I did. Oh. There is this room over here with a hanging giant. Should have an item. Couple items, actually. And a bear. Bit of an upgrade from the normal wolves that are here. Crimson Amber Medallion. Spelldrake Talisman +1. I will gladly take that Spelldrake +1, like, right now. I will gladly take magic resistance wherever I can find it. Dying to magic in this game, I don't even care if the enemy is technically weaker than an amount I would take from physical damage. I do not want to put up with magic damage ever. I get killed by magic damage and I just feel slighted. Couple checks over here. What's normally the Mimic Veil, so what's it gonna be here? Redmane painting. Cool, I'm an art thief now. Looting this castle for its valuable art. There's an item over there, but it would trap me over here. Alright. Whatevs. You are the guy that I saw earlier. Die. Bro, shit. That is beautiful. That is the one and only item that I'll take any day of the week. Radagon Scar Seal. Gonna carry this run. Beautiful. We're gonna take a bit more damage, but God bless. God bless the Scar Seal. I have to go this way to get back. We just got like 10 free levels. Maybe a bit more than that. Hell yeah. We do have to be a bit cautious about HP. But it is a sacrifice I will gladly take. The item isn't worth it, but there is another chest over there that we don't know. I never remember how to get over there normally. Because there's a door here, but I don't ever remember how to open. On the other side of this giant here. I think you drop in from above. But how do you get above? I think you get above by going from the upper path with the birds. But I could be wrong. There is still more back this way. Remembrance of Horaloo. That's pretty good. That's going to be, even if we don't want any of the items, which the items even if his normal items isn't anything I'd want to check, that's going to be randomized. So it could be anything in there. And if there isn't anything I want, then we do have the option of just using that for runes and then getting even more out of it later. If I can get the proper mausoleum for it. Waiting for this drama queen. I'm out of pots. Very handy thing if you didn't know, though. Those flowers, if they're, like, prepping up a move and you hit them with a fire pot, they cancel their move. It, like, cancels all the poison. Rogier. Godskin Rogier.
Ah, nice to meet you. The pleasure's mine. Roger is the name.
Roger.
But enough about this place. Not exactly a...
What do you have for sale?
You can see. Well, I'm Tani, but still, I'm privy to... Would you care to look? As a fellow...
What do you have? Smithing Stone 7? I don't think that's... You know what? I'll buy the 1 because that gets me perfectly to 6. Which is about half of what you need for 1 upgrade tier. I think you need 12 per tier? Oh, let's talk to you as well.
The battle they were in the past. Fascinating. That the goal with the order such adaptive...
I don't remember if that does anything for questline things, but... Better safe. And now we've essentially just done the bird path backwards. The Stormhawk. Nice fake room there. That's not even a detail you'd normally see. Light 'em. That remembrance is going to be pretty nice. Because he's a pretty late boss. That's got to be like at least like 4 or 5 levels that we'll get out of it. Specific reason I just equipped that. I don't think there's anything back in this corner. Oh my god, I thought this was a vanilla Stormbird. Nope. Bat in its place. We're about to say hi to our good friend Gostock, who did sell us some pretty good items. I can't be too mad at him in this run. He did sell us some good shit. But he's about to betray us. I thought it happened on this ledge. Am I mistaken? I thought on this ledge is where he pushed you off. Huh. Well. I guess not this time. Okay, then. Does look like there's some items down here. All the way down the bottom there that... Are those items or are those just shiny things? Because I don't think I missed anything down in Godwin's body. No, those just look like torches surrounding a gate. I don't think that's anything I missed. Okay. I could have sworn that that was the point that Gostock betrays you. How weird. Okay, anywhere else I want to go right now, then? Still have to figure out specifically the other door over here to get across to that chest, which I can never remember the proper way over. It's one of those things that I always have to finagle my way through. Figure it out. I don't think there's any secret walls or anything, right? As far as I remember. This is locked. Yeah, it doesn't open from this side. Is that? That's the fucking vanilla knight that's normally on the other side of that door. That is actually just vanilla. Wow. Yeah, again, Stormvale is just a weird place. I have such a hard time remembering all the ins and outs of it. And especially a couple of those secret locations. That you'd think like, oh, let me just find a way up. I think that guy's also vanilla. That's weird. You're like, oh, I'm sure I can just find like a staircase or whatever that leads me right there. Don't have to go on like a gigantic side venture just to figure out how to get there. But, no, you'd be wrong. Let's go back to Rampart Tower. Try to figure out a couple more of these locations. And also, get a level. And check out these tiers for the flask. Let's put this level into... Put it into strength. One more intelligence so we can use the Demi-Human Queen wand. And that would be very nice for having any amount of magic. Having such a hard time remembering how to reach half of these locations. All rather complicated. So I know there's some spots that you kind of have to drop down to be able to do stuff, but I just don't remember which spots those are. I don't think it's from this side up here, but gonna do some checking around. And I'm sure there's people who do actually have the knowledge of Stormvale that specifically for this area that I'm currently lacking. But this has always been something that I've never been able to memorize. Just specifically this area. And like how to reach some of the weirder locations within it. Doesn't seem like this rooftop is getting me towards where I need to be though, because I need to be on the opposite side of everything. So it's not here. Let's figure this shit out. I'm feeling pretty good today. I can burn some time. It wouldn't be anywhere further down here. It would be a spot. Maybe it is where you drop down from the birds. But I need to check that a little bit more carefully. Definitely not here. Yeah, stuff that's like on the outer wall. Always tricky. Is there even an item down here to grab? There's an item over there. Do I get that from here, though? Do I drop from later? Let's drop down here and find out. Yeah, because we take this and we walk across. Get this. Ambush shard. That's not a bad first magic to have. Although it's not my first one. But still, We don't have much in terms of variety for it yet. Just look around. Hey, that's where we started the game. Pretty cool how you can get a view of all that. That's where you go for Ronnie's stuff. That's the start of the game, and then that's... yeah, man. The views of this game, always very, very nice. Now, do I have a way out from here? Yes, this ledge here. Oh, they tricked me. But it's fine. Normally a Crucible Knight over here, so what is in its place? Normally walks through that door and he looks real fucking cool. I love fighting the Crucible Knights. They're pretty by the books, but you know, I quite like Champion Gundyr too, so. Same kind of play. Budget cuts. Say Black Wetblade, no shit. They take the same kind of place in my heart. Nothing up here, no? And no. So many secrets in Stormvale. If I was doing this for Big Wow Big, that would be the title of an episode. I know there's an item in here somewhere that you have to drop down onto. I don't remember where, though.
Rubbish.
Oh, there you are.
Another one all skin and bone. Oh, for God's sake, don't scare me like that. What? Can't just... Oh, it's my... Oh, it's my...
I wonder if now he'd kill me. Push me off. But I think there is an item to get on this lift. Hard to see. Well, I guess not. I thought there was one that you'd have to drop down for. But I don't see anything. Alright. Suppose I'll just go back up then. Still don't know how I'm gonna get that one purple item. I still don't quite remember how you reach that ledge. Wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend. I'm gonna take like 2 more minutes looking at it. Actually, I'll try and get a map marker on it if I can, so I can figure out where I'd have to come in from above. Or from the side, perhaps. What other pathways may be connected there. I missed. There's also this item here, but that's a bit less important. Or make rock. Did I go across to here yet? Oh, you know what? No, I didn't. I'm a damn fool. I always do that. I always overcomplicate. I think it's some secret thing, but it's just a pathway that I missed. Do that every time I come through here. Curved Sword Talisman, not what I need. Again, if I could get the one for the jump attack, we'd be golden. And then I'd be the lord of all that is golden. Well, with that, I guess I can just get out of here. That's everything I needed to check, primarily. Still that guy. How do I reach you? You're still a bit weird. That one looks like you'd have to drop down for it, but I guess I missed the mark for that. Oh. Alright. Well, I think that covers all of Stormvale that I can think about right now. So let's go ahead and check out the boss. Also, I forgot to check the flasks, which I meant to do, and I ended up just getting the level. Let's check that now. Converts damage received into HP? That's a bit crazy. Turn it into millennia. I think I'll go with this. Opaline hard tier seems better than the other one. The bubble tier. But then again, this is significantly negates. It gives me, like, basically, like, a free hit. Crimson Whirl is interesting. I'm curious how well that plays out. I'll give it a shot. And I think I'm powerful enough that summoning Nepheli Lu for this fight wouldn't do any real harm to my damage scaling. Let's also fix a couple of those, just while I'm thinking about it. Alright, Nepheli Lu. Let's go into battle. Skip the cutscene. Is that fucking Malekith? No. Oh, shit, it's the Dragonkin. There's 2 phases to this fight, though, and I could have sworn I just saw a cloaked figure. So that's a bit concerning. Ow. Good music. So it says converts damage received into HP. So does that just mean that, like, 1-to-1, the damage I'm going to take is just going to be... I took 0 damage from that. I think that's what it means, is that I just gained, like, a level of temporary invincibility. That's kind of crazy. This first phase isn't too bad. Dragonkin Soldier isn't much. I think this is the Noxtella one. The one at the end of the real long dungeon. Dectus Medallion, right. I'm a bit surprised that that is technically a 1-phase fight.
We'll return together to our home, bathed in rays of gold.
Oh, you know what I just realized too? Until we properly have a... Oh, hey, Gostock.
What a pathetic excuse for a lord, you...
I don't normally see this. I kill him early.
Craven to the bone. Pushing me about like that. Oh, he got what I tell you though, he hadn't.
Anything new? Oh yeah, let me go and get that. And the Seedbed Curse. Make sure I get those. I don't know what the hell that is. The Lord of Blood's Curse. Tell you, I haven't really encountered that. Yeah, sure, just be safe. The other one I don't really care much about. I likely wouldn't use it. But until we get a proper Great Rune, even defeating Stormveil here, I don't think is going to open up the door to the 2 fingers. So that means that we still can't check remembrances until we at least get 1. Might be a problem. But you know what won't be a problem? We already have a couple Shabriri grapes, and we're about to go meet Miss Shabriri herself. That's not her name. Might as well be. The Preceptor's Secret. A note. Oh! A dirty secret cellar. Wow! How secret and dirty. Don't forget, if we do run out of places to check and we get desperate, we can buy hints from Kale. That is still a system I have in place, to buy hints from Kale. Could pop just a little bit here, get a guaranteed level. Is that just barely short? I think we are maybe one grape short of being able to guarantee this quest line for this blind maiden.
Hello, my name is... If I might be so...
My name is Hayata.
But when I eat, it will lead me.
Take it.
Now I can feel you are most kind. May the blessing
Got Patch's
of...
crouch.
You are most... May the blessing...
Alright. And another merchant to check over here. One Mr. Topes. So I'm going to go ahead and spend these. My beautiful, beloved Topes. How you doing? What are you even going to look like? Well, he dresses mostly the same.
You're tarnished, aren't you? Then, believe it or
Except for that nice glove he has.
Well, you're a true... My name, presuming only...
Oh! Bell-bearing and prayer book.
Apollo, I'm afraid... Oh, right. I can tell you... You've seen that? That's the... Only it's done. After they did the academy, as you might have guessed, making entry and so on. When they come... You've... Well, that is Selen. I followed her. Selen was accused. I still... The illustrious...
Oh, I need to ask him about the glintstone key, because the map is an item that he'll give me.
Would you I know it, but still... Find yourself without one, and you'll never...
Oh wait, no. He doesn't give me the map. Yo! Talisman pouch. Yo! Whoa! Pretty good. Not gonna bother fighting these fellers. Just gonna grab the item. Hoslow's Pedal Whip. I've never tried whips, but considering that we already have the Hoslow helmet, might be kind of fun. Yoink. Gold Masks Rags. It's kind of funny with, like, Gold Masks Rags. It kind of is, like, the new... In terms of, like, item description-wise, it's a little bit of the new Fallen Knight armor set, where it's like, oh, yep. Yeah, he definitely shat himself wearing this. Or is that one of the armor pieces from the DLC? I know there's an armor piece in this game that looks like a fucking thong. And it's like, yeah, whoever was wearing this definitely shat himself. Oh, think you're so fancy teleporting everywhere? Still doing pretty good on power. Starlight Shards, that's just long-term payoff. They have to wait on that. We won't know till we reach Celavis. We're pretty close to. And they do put it in there. Starbucks putting semen in their lattes. I'll tell you, Starbucks, it tastes pretty good. Ooh, Duelist Helm. Ooh, I can wear it. Let's adjust the drip here a little bit. Ooh, we can wear a piece of Clean Rot. We can even wear a piece of Crucible. What? I guess Millennia stuff is pretty light. That fits decently well with the helmet. Anything above that, though, becomes the heavy load. You know what? That's kind of the drip. Are these better, though, for the appearance? Yeah, this color meshes a bit better into the spear. I think it's just the chest piece doesn't quite fit. Yeah, that's a little better. Still, the helmet being such a garish red is a bit of a problem. I'd love to use the Hoslow stuff with this if the silver didn't throw it off. I don't know why I'm bothering with fashion in a rando. I suppose if I paired with the twinned stuff of what I have of it right now. Stuff that is of gold and silver. This fits everything then except for the chest piece. Which this then fits a bit better for the style of the color of the rest of this. I guess I'll go with this. I just wish I had a bit better silver armor. Unfortunate. But we look good enough. I know it's very important. I am a bit of the mindset, though, that armor doesn't really matter that much in this game. Like, a lot of times, the amount of negation that you get out of it is somewhat menial.
You're surprised no matter why, don't. Oh, but don't.
Definitely not the same VA as Bach. How could you tell? Okay. Interesting. The Flames of Disaster! Godslayer Greatsword is an interesting one. Also, the Ruins Greatsword, also pretty interesting. That's a pretty good sword, but we'd be miles off from actually being able to use it. Same with the Godslayer Greatsword. Both are pretty good swords. Ash of War Lightning Slash. That's really expensive, but I'm kind of tempted. Let me go and buy that. I'll buy this. And I'll buy this. A bit pointless at the moment, but we go for it. So, we don't have a Great Rune yet, which means that we're not guaranteed to have the Two Fingers door opened. Correct. Yep. But we do have a prayer book for you.
That, it's incantation.
The Work of Heresy. That adds absolutely nothing of value. Cool. Except for the Prince of Death's Pustule.
May the golden...
Alright then. You know what? Nefeli Lu should be here. Let me talk to her. She might give me a medallion. Or a talisman.
I thought you'd risk Nefeli Lu. I'm glad to see. I found it in you defeated. Make good use. I don't intend.
Yo! That is just what I was hoping for. That is exactly what I was looking for. To do the twinned armor set. Oh, hell yeah. We are color coordinated to hell and back. Look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. I got a lot of bell bearings, don't I? Rancor pot, Giant's Flame. Making sure there's nothing in here that I'm gonna, like, die without. Like, true essentials. I have to have my essential oils. Quite a lot of exploring to do in Liurnia. I'm well enough a fan of the area. Very nice view. The moon. Let me check a couple places that I want to make sure I'm not missing items majorly. There are so many things to check in Liurnia. Like, you think Limgrave and all of that and, like, Weeping Peninsula is, like, pretty open for, like, the start of the game. It gets so much crazier the moment you hit Liurnia. Me. Anything of value? Nope. Poison Bloom, which is kind of vanilla. Bit strange. Alright, we got a cave here. Oh, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, we haven't fought the Rot Dragon in Agia Lake. We should go back for that, because I feel like we're strong enough now. Still water cave. Oh my god, it's still water. Is that dead air? Wish I had a bit of magic to deal with that. Woo! Under pressure. Pushing down on you, pressing down on me, no man asks for. Just listening to that the other day. And the reason I was listening to it was because somebody made an edit of Charles Xavier and Magneto to the final verse of that. David Bowie's like solo at the end there. People on the streets, under pressure. Uh-oh. Oh, is there an Invisibitch fighting me in here? There is. Fuck. There's also... I hate these fucking assassins. Worst enemy in the game. Because they're literally invisible, and they dodge you. Like, unless you can perfectly predict where they're gonna be, they just dodge you when you can't even see them. So you're just swinging wildly, and they're just avoiding all of it. God, I hate them. I feel like fighting them is about as infuriating as fighting Dark Link in Ocarina of Time, the end of the Water Temple. Where it's like, oh cool, so you want me to just like fucking stand here and just like take this shit and do nothing. Because that's all I can do. Gonna be a bit preventative. You never know where he's gonna be. There you are. See, just this fucker. Well and truly hate him. There we go. Worst. Do a bit of this. Brass shield. A perfectly okay early game shield. Glad I did that for practically no reason. I hate those guys so much. Worst part is that they're in the normal enemy pool. So we can just encounter those guys wherever. Meaning that we could think that we're safe and sound wherever we are, doing whatever, and then just get ambushed by one of them. Out of nowhere. Ah, poison. Lovely. At least I can cure it. Let's go ahead and slide that into here. I need to make more of them, but I need cave moss. Where the hell am I going to find cave moss? That's not where it's normally, which is a cave. I'm going to take a view from above. If there's any valuable items in this pit. Nothing here should have a unique drop. I don't see anything above white rarity, so we'll move on. Hopefully no more poison. Ah, speak of the devil. They don't call it still water for nothing. Madeline Stillwater. Crucible Tree Helm. Stop, I can only have so much drip. Alright, we're just gonna have to deal with the poison during the rest of this. It is just you. This is fine. This will be almost easy. Assuming I don't make any gigantic fuck-ups, that is. Nice sword. Are you the one that's normally in that one, like, tower? You're pretty cool. He was doing the symbol of either inner or outer order. I don't remember which one is which. Pretty neat. Ultimately didn't get much out of this dungeon, but pretty neat. I don't remember if there's anything I'm missing in Limgrave at this point. I'm not trying to do like an insane amount of backtracking all the time. At least try to keep this like consistent. And as normally pointless as they are, we are going to have to check the belfries. Don't ask me what that was. Because even if there's just one item there, we still have to check that item. Not good. Do some sightseeing. If it weren't for everything being shitty and broken in the end of the world, it'd be really nice to take a hike around Liurnia. A lot of lovely nature in this game, though. Just be like, this seems like it'd be a peaceful hike if it weren't for all the monsters. Ba-ba-bam. Ba-ba-bam. Couple things up here. Ooh, one fun thing that we get to see is the freak fight. Down that way. Let me go ahead and do this, even though I'm likely not going to be able to get much out of it. We'll memorize a couple spells of whatever we have. Man, I can't use anything. I can't use literally anything. Alright, that's all gonna have to wait then. Just be good to have it as an option. Get some bone darts. Get some coal cuts. Get some coal cuts. Make a few of these. So I can shoot down these balloons. There's a cart down this way to check. Golem's magic arrows. Have to keep a close eye on everything. Dude just stood there, and that thing blew up right next to him. I didn't know he went to John Cena's school of thugonomics. I'm very glad that's a thing that has been completely phased out through time, of people calling themselves a thug when they just want to say that they're, like, cool and tough. But as long as time continues, forever onwards, as long as white people exist, white people will always find a way to be really lame while thinking they're really cool. Okay, so I have this grace here. Did just remember, I should go ahead and go across this tower bridge because there are a couple items to check. Just do it while I'm thinking about it. Even though we won't be able to get whatever at the end of this. Another golden seed. I think I might be able to get a flask now. Yippee. This is one area of the game that I so wish. I don't care if it would, like, at all trivialize the golem archers that are normally through here. I do not care if it would in any way make it easier to deal with them. This is just a fucking insanely long run that you have to do on foot. And I wish I could just ride Torrent through here. Like, add 2 more golems if that's what it takes. I just don't want to have to run the whole way here. Yo, look, he's stanced up. Not gonna bother. Ba-ba-ba. Say purple. Burglar alarm. Endure. Nice. Dragonheart. That doesn't unlock a new draconic ritual, but it is there. I don't think there's an item at the end of this bridge, or across this path, though I'm not gonna bother. Go this way. I will avoid the greater Liurnia for the moment, and handle the whole east coast as much as I can to begin with. Ow. That is almost vanilla. Dragonheart. Okay. Pretty nice. Uh-oh. These are a couple of bad boys. Never mind. I'm badder. You thought you were bad, but I'm badder. You pissed me off, but I'm bladder. Bars? Bars? Judges? Oh, my controller's doing the fun thing that only happens with FromSoft games, which is where it gets stuck doing the rumble. After, I guess, just something does a thing that's like, turn on the rumble. And then it just gets mixed up and doesn't ever send the signal to turn off the rumble. Just needs something to hit me. Come on. Thank you. All you gotta do to get the rumble to stop. How you gonna do it if you really don't wanna dance? Get down on the wall. Don't think I'm missing any other time sensitive. There might be a bird. There might be a death bird in the Weeping Peninsula, but I never remember where it is. That's one if I want to check, I'd have to look it up. Alright. We get one of the best things out of a randomizer coming right up this way. Which is that normally it's just a bunch of enemies fighting over here. But since all the enemies are randomized, it's just going to look like a proper freak fight. Who are the freaks? I see jellyfish. I see puppets. I see snakes. I see a level in my back pocket that I should spend. I see spots on the walls, in the mirrors, in the halls. I see spots everywhere. Yes, it's true. I see lots of little spots. I did see an abductor virgin coming up this way, which is not great because this is normally a walk in the park dungeon. Not a fan of that. Purified. Stargazer heirloom. That, I believe, raises intelligence. The way they scream when they die is like when I stubbed my toe the other day. Which is probably some of the worst I've ever stubbed my toe.
Hello? Would you do
Oftentimes it's just an annoying little pain that you have out of it, but... No, I made that shit bleed, Squidward style.
You may the blessing.
Please don't ruin my surprise. Really like to sneak up on this, guys. Okay. I don't think I have a third grape, but if I do, then that would cover just about everything we would need for Hyetta in Liurnia. Very nice. Man. I hate to use such a modern phrase that I really only learned 2 weeks ago. But I've really got that shit on. Act like you care about stats all you want. These games are about fashion, and we all know it. How's the war, fellers? Actually pretty tame. Oh, there's the other half of it. I can come up through most of this area without being shot at now. Because there's not going to be the Invisi-Wizards. Hell yeah, dude. I hate those guys. I don't really hate them. They're just a bit of a nuisance. But in our modern age, anything that is at all an inconvenience might as well be like a death sentence. You made me take an extra 2 minutes out of my day, you're dead to me. What the fuck's wrong with you? Cruel and unusual punishment. I just cannot hit these guys. Whoops. 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 There it is. We get there eventually. Takes you right back to fighting Keese in The Legend of Zelda. Whoa! I see that you have properly taken the place of the Invisiboys. I didn't think they would also still be invisible. We're going to be getting a lot of partisans. pretty funny. Lionel's gauntlets. We have like almost that full set. Who the fuck just healed? Uh-oh. Ooh. Remembrance of the regal ancestor. Very nice. Who the fuck healed down here? Why are you so purple? Why do you make that noise? Gave me so many reasons to kill you just then. Being purple and making weird noises. Somebody hunt down Tinky Winky. Risky and completely unnecessary. I don't know if any of you have unique drops, but I really don't want to risk. Oh, no, I don't want to risk going up there at all now. Never mind. Get this dungeon. Quite a gathering down here. You gotta go a long ways down here for this dungeon. They keep this thing pretty well hidden. There might be some item at the very end of this path. Let me check it. A yoink. Yep, chair dude. Briars of Punishment.
Trials of Mana.
I've never played any mana game. I think I started one of them, the Secrets of Mana. I got like maybe 20 minutes into it, and I was like, man, there's like a lot of talking for, and also like a combat system that I don't really seem very interested in. Just gonna abandon ship right then and there. I don't know. It seems to be a well-beloved thing, but it might be more of an acquired taste at this point. Because a lot of JRPGs of their time are really just, you know, they were the games that were out. And if you didn't want to get used to a weird-ass system, then too bad. Because that's what you got. You know, spoiled by modern gaming. Which I do think a lot of people are absolutely spoiled by modern gaming. There are so many people I know that just do not want to give retro games a try because they immediately associate, oh, it's the game's old, which must mean that it's bad and janky and shit. And has no redeeming qualities. Or also a lot of people, weirdly enough, that are just like, this game looks old, and I don't want to look at something that's old. That's kind of the dumbest thing to me. Like, a lot of people, there's like this weird hatred against like pixel art these days and low poly graphics. Because everything now is fucking ultra 4K bullshit. 120 gigabyte Call of Duty. So now people see a retro game and they're like, no. Looks like shit. I hate looking at it. It's like, you won't even respect it on like a stylistic level? Damn. Why do I keep getting bloody fingers? I don't think I need to go for that item. That's just a white item. Also known as a whiteum. Introducing whiteums. Yeah, that's just like... It may seem like that's just a person that I'm inventing if you haven't encountered somebody like that. But that is a thing of people who just, like, hate the look of retro things. And need everything to be Ultra HD. It's like, you're missing out on so much good shit. I know people who, like, won't watch Cowboy Bebop because they don't like 90s anime style. And it's like, oh, but that's the fucking best of them, though. You're so intolerant of old that you won't appreciate peak. And if you ask me, that shit looks a lot better than what we get today, okay? Controversial opinion, that shit looks a lot better than what we get today. Is this a secret? No. And that's not where I go. I believe we have to drop down to the very bottom. Which is also going to be random enemies. Please don't be a problem. Don't make this harder than it needs to be. I don't know. If that's kind of the way that you are, Flame of the Fell God. If you won't give a shot to retro games or retro media at all, because old is bad, I strongly urge you to please at least try and, like, try some of it out. Maybe you'll develop the taste for it. Pretty please. That's normally an omen. I will take that gladly. Speaking of omen, I should go to the Albanoric village. Somewhere, a heavy door has opened. Sounds like it this way. Is this where I started the dungeon? It must be. Yes. The layout of this one is a bit weird. The way that, like, the stairs go up and down makes me think that I would be going the other way. What do we got in here? It's just a flower. Where the hell else in the game is a normal Miranda flower a boss? That has to be some fucking place in Limgrave, right? Which does remind me, there are a couple spots in Limgrave I did miss. Or not maybe Limgrave, I think maybe closer to Weeping Peninsula. Yo! First Great Rune! Nice! That is half of what we need to actually make huge progress in the game. Hell yeah. Okay. Let's go back to the Table of Lost Grace. Because now I can go into the room with the two fingers. And this, it might just be a gesture. It is a gesture, okay. Mash through this. Great. Just get it over with. I want to check the items. That's such a random place for that to have been. Oh, Cannon of Hema. Jarrite Pup is not bad either. I want that cannon. I really do. That might be worth it. If I can get 25, it's just, it's... We can go a bit into a pseudo magic build. Can I not buy the items of the champions? What if I talk to you again? No. You will not let me purchase the items of these champions. Okay. Pretty good. Let's see if I can do a bit of spirit tuning.
Agree you here for...
I cannot. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I think maybe... Is it in Limgrave that I'm thinking of? I don't think I went down here. Trying to remember some areas I may have missed at this point. Oh, there's a little area in here that I should check. Pretty nice. Pretty good. What is back here? That's a bit too far over. They'd need to go this way. What is down here? Normally a rune bear and a bunch of wolves. Still wolf corpses. Seems much worse, actually. Something that seems to be fixed here with the rando. Maybe it was an issue in Dark Souls 3. I don't remember if it was an issue in Elden Ring randomized. Dark Souls 3, I guess maybe they have different ways of drawing textures for dead enemies. But I think it was Dark Souls 3, maybe not Elden Ring, that had the problem of, you know, if there was supposed to be a bunch of dead enemies in an area, that those enemies would get their texture from the alive enemies in the area that would be loaded. They'd be, you know, stealing from the enemies that were already alive. So that way they wouldn't have to, like, make a unique texture or load something in a separate batch, I suppose, from the walking around enemies, not the ones that are placed there as props. So when it was randomized, and there weren't the normal enemies in that area, that there were all the corpses of littered around, they would just be like gray, untextured blobs. I suppose I don't fully recall if that was ever an issue for the Elden Ring randomizer. Maybe not. I'm not missing anything up here, am I? I haven't been to this church. This has an encounter. I guess we can dip a little bit into Caelid. Just a little bit. Nope, we definitely didn't come here. We still got the encounter. Normally it's Big Cleaver Girl. Who's it gonna be? Vike again? Didn't I already fight Vike? Armorer's Cookbook. Icon Shield. Lovely attire, Vike. Yeah, we fought Vike in the place of Darrowil. I didn't know he was in the rotation for this. Okay. Cool, I suppose. You know what? We have enough of these that... Oh, wait, you know what? It's not even going to be... It's not going to be the normal Erdtree Guardian over here, but there will be a boss. But presumably one that is not going to be slinging Scarlet Rot at me. Go check it out. That's the murder house. Let's go check it out. Oh, God. Well, that's still Scarlet Rot. Horribly infested bird. Disgusting. Ah, God, it's revolting. Dude, all of Caelid's wildlife is out here today. These dogs gotta chill. How much I would give right now to have Rykard's talisman. Or the one that, you know, it gives you back health for killing enemies. That's what, you know, I'm normally, because of the amount that I... Oh, it's another demi-human queen. The amount that I'm normally just wandering around between bonfires, not actually resting at them, I always quite liked the Ring of the Evil Eye in Dark Souls. But the only real equivalent you get to that in this game is the one you get for doing all of Volcano Manor. Takes quite a bit. Stop that. You're pretty tough. Also, I don't think this thing for converting HP, or converting damage into HP, I don't think it's working too well for me. Nice. Another golden seed. We can absolutely get a new flask right now. Pretty good. And let's go ahead and open up this dungeon. Minor Erd Tree Catacombs. Nice. Let's go for health. I feel like I could use a bit more of that at this time. I think that might be just short. That's not gonna be enough. Can't you do math? Can't you fucking count? There we go. I wish you could use those while sitting at the Grace, but it's not that big of an inconvenience. Just mild. Oh. There was no other platform there. Cool, things are just dying in here. Watchdog's Greatsword, huh? Just gonna drop that on me? Shit. Fuck you, bloody bastard. Okay, have a nice day. Could really use more grace tears. Sacred tears, that's what they're called. I've played this game. Little feller. I feel like the moment that we hit Liurnia and the ability to properly go through Caelid, you know, get a bit better level for Caelid. Once we hit that, that's where the game kind of becomes routine for me. Because there's just so many things to do that after you've explored it for like the first couple times, first couple playthroughs, and you already know where everything is, you kind of just like, okay, we go here, then we go here, we go here, just like checking off boxes. Oh, hello there. Hello, Ma. Colonel Sanders, MILF Hunter. And there that goes. Oh, I have Fire Pot. Just cancel that whole poison cloud immediately. Because that's the thing, he doesn't just cancel the attack. Neutralizes the whole cloud. At the same time. Bro, don't neutralize my cloud. Just standing there. I'm not trying to get Scarlet Rotted in here. get to a little bit of safety. Oh, item. This spear does pretty good for block, all things considered. 64 physical is pretty nice for just a weapon. I guess they know that you're going to two-hand this. Remembrance of the Full Moon Queen. Lovely. That is more checks to do. There's the proper boss. You know what? Let's go ahead and just fight the boss. And I'll come back for that other pathway in the dungeon after. Oh, I wanted to switch out my tiers because I wasn't really happy with this current flask. Snail. Oh. Well. Yeah, I could deal with the Crucible guy, with the Crucible Knight, or I could just poke you a couple times. Don't move. There we go. Glad I did this first, because that's easy. The Rusty Key! Who wants to go back to Stormvale? Suppose it didn't really matter, did it? That looks rather nice. Don't mind if I do. It's weird that this is just a bunch of normal animals. Silver Scarab, huh? I don't know if that's just an animal making a weird noise if there's an Invisiboy. Getting out of there. I thought that squirrel was about to climb up after me. Bats. Some of this Silver Scarab. Raises item discovery. I mean, that could be a helpful thing. All things considered, if things are going to have good drops, I'd like to know the first time I kill them. Since it may not be an enemy I would naturally encounter much. Blue Silver Mail Skirt. It's true. Blondes do have more fun. Alright, let's get out of here. I suppose I could carry on a bit further into Caelid and just check all the merchants. And I should do the same thing in Liurnia. And honestly, you know what? This would be a good time to go through a lot of Caelid. Because there is a boss encounter before Radahn that you can only encounter before the Altus Plateau. If you go to Altus Plateau, you lock yourself out of it. So I may as well make Caelid my next target. And this is about the time that I would end the other installations I've been doing of this randomizer, but I'm feeling pretty good today, so I will continue a bit further. What color is that? The boy is white. Not gonna bother. I'll get a bit further into this. I feel like it would be better to just go back to the Smoldering Church and not fight my way back out through those birds and dogs and everything. Dog? Dog? Oh, you know what? The big gray dragon. That's guaranteed to still be in its place, because it can't be anywhere else. So that should be some good free levels. Let's go hit that up. I forgot to change my flask again, which is what I intended to do last time I sat down. Get rid of this. We will replace this with the Opaline tier. Go for maximum defense. Purple. Key. Don't think anything in this village should have a unique drop. Could just be a couple items to grab around here. Oh, that guy's gonna chase me for a while, isn't he? Alright, fine. Oh. Oh, where the hell did you come from? Like, actually, where did you come from? I do not know. Oh, shit. That's not good. Where the hell was that bear? Is that a mimic? Did I accidentally defeat a mimic enemy that turned into a rune bear? Oh, darn it. Oh no, he's just there. Well. Shit. That's weird. That input queued for a very long time. Aw. Always have to do me like that. Get out of here. Okay. Turtleneck meat. Very worth it. You should know a thing or two about putting your fingers where they don't belong. Surprised I'm not getting a tentacle cut off of this. But I know you can cut them off. It's strange. No way! Ah, it placed me back through. I thought I just fully fucking teleported through the wall. I was like, if that would actually work to any legitimate degree, that could possibly be abused. But no. Still crazy that that, like, even worked at all. Nah. Let's go this way first. Although I know that there's a dungeon to the other way that I am definitely going to want to check soon. But, maybe we don't start this way. Fuck it. If I can split them up a little bit. Once again, not used to horse combat. Haven't done it in quite some time. But it seems very helpful here. Missed. Missed. Good. Got that double hit. I love it when it does the straight up attack animation. That's my favorite. Very rarely does an attack do that. That's an effect that you can get out of, I think out of the hammer that you get for, is it called Marika's hammer? Or it might be called something else. Radagon's? I think it's Marika's. Fun weapon. You get that kind of, you know, flipping them up like a pancake kind of thing. Pretty nice. Okay, let's not step through that. Not worth it. Now that we got most of that done with, I can handle this on foot. I don't even know why I'm bothering to fight them. Truth be told. I don't really need to be here. Don't know why I'm bothering to fight this guy either. This guy sucks. You're just gonna edit everything I said to make it sound like I said Coolsville sucks. Well, you heard it here first. I grab my runes. Don't think I had many, but I'd rather not leave the icon there. Far be it for me to leave an icon stranded. Alright, took out that whole platoon. All for naught. Didn't matter one bit. Now, what are you gonna have?
You delectable little butterball. You had hardly anything. Nothing.
Just got word back from the Pentagon. They want you to never say delectable little butterball again. Direct order. Horse crest. Nothing. We're definitely going to want to get down through there. Don't know if the rando is going to make those encounters better or worse, those 3 PvP encounters. Seems that something is getting into a bit of a fight over there. And it has a lot of health, so hopefully I get some free XP out of the deal. Is it a dragon? Oh yeah, dragon. Yeah, there's just some stuff dying there. I hope it is easily exploitable. Well, not gonna reach that, am I? Why the fuck are you healing? I didn't know that these squids could heal, but I've seen it happen now twice. I suppose my perception of reality has shifted. All at once, everything is different. Now that I've seen squid. You drop a purple. Clean rot armor. Nice. Gotta remember, some of this stuff that I pick up in droves that can be easily duplicated. Oh, that's one of those big old worms that's just dying there. But what's it dying to? Do I get good XP out of that? 3K. If that thing respawns every time that I reset the area, that would be the most potent farm you'd ever see. Just fully AFK. Except for having to reset the grace. Holy shit, leave me alone. What the hell? Dude has no chill. I even have a spell drake and he's still not chilling. Still just crushing me. Hello, dragon. You're gonna have to wait. This guy fell over. Alright, dragon. Dude, the skeleton is so me. And I'm not talking about Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty. Some Kojima type shit. Having a character be called Songbird and their name is so me. Which, if you don't get it, it's like the musical scale, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So, mi. And then Idris Elba raps. I don't believe I'm mistaken in my information that Shaquille O'Neal does DJ. And I believe Shaquille O'Neal's DJ name is DJ Diesel. I don't have much reason to bring that up other than talking about Idris Elba rapping. Thinking about celebrity music projects. I don't know the quality of his DJing, but being called DJ Diesel, pretty cool. Good for him. I don't want to make any, like, huge accusations. Shaccusations, if you will. Of any motivation of Shaquille O'Neal. Or any other party involved. I will say, it's pretty suspicious timing that Papa John's got into a huge racism scandal with their founder saying the N-word. That immediately after that happened, and that whole news cycle happened, Shaquille O'Neal became a brand ambassador for Papa John's and became like a pseudo mascot for Papa John's. I'm not saying that 2 and 2 have to make 4. Just saying it's a pretty easy equation if you do want to add those two things together. Am I back to one-handing this? What the fuck? Wait, no, I'm not. What? My brain broke. Also, saying my brain broke just then reminded me of Too Mad going on Linus Tech Tips and saying, my computer brokey, it don't work. And tricking Linus into making him a whole new computer. And also just remembering now, Too Mad is in fact dead. That is a thing that has happened in like the past year. Strange times we live in. It's like I was saying in a previous recording of this. We live in a fucking parody clown world of reality. And if you take 1 second, 1 moment of fresh air outside of this joke, you feel crazier on the outside than you did in. Once again, a whole horde of enemies I had no business fighting. But I did. For America. God bless. Arsenal Charm. That's pretty nice. Oh, that's not an enemy. Purple in the window. Shabriri's Woe. I think Great Gatsby became public domain So I think I'm going to rewrite The Great Gatsby. Where absolutely nothing is going to be different. Except that the light that he sees across the lake, nice, is going to be purple instead of green. And that's going to be the only change. It's going to be a purple light instead of green. I will also be removing that entire fucking thing about, like, that one guy and his cousin. Because that shit was kind of weird, not gonna lie. What have we here? Oh, that's pretty nice. I don't have the faith or the dex for it, but man, oh, that'd be pretty good to use. Oh, that might be something I start scaling towards. I don't know. I don't know. Pretty good. Alright, right down here is a dungeon. That's where we would normally get half of the thing for the grand lift of Dectus. Shaman Furs. Come on down to Shaman Furs. I'm holding on to a lot of runes right now. This feller. His body is 98% mushrooms. Astrologer trousers. That would be a funny rando challenge, that instead of actually trying to go beat the game, the goal of the rando is to just reconstruct your character to be one of the starting classes. Just like you have to find all the starting class items for a specific class. And you don't get to choose what class. That also you have to randomly choose between one of the options, between like astrologer and warrior and stuff like that. And it doesn't count if you get depraved. That's a reroll. Depraved is you have to beat the game fully and properly. Or maybe, you know, you could do depraved and it's just a really short run, just only getting the cloth. Not the cloth, the club. You wear only a cloth, that's the truth of it. Lots of items there. Gimme. Miquella's Lily. More like Miquella's Silly. That is one of the worst things, I think, about the DLC of Elden Ring. That Elden Ring DLC does kind of add an incest subplot. Just throwing that out there. Anything else that I want to have right now instead of this? Because I don't keep myself at maximum all the time. Maybe discard counters. I do use that quite a bit. That feels pretty good. That doesn't. Did I properly finish Celia Crystal Tunnel? Did I beat the boss at the end of that? I think I did. I really should have been, like, tracking stuff more properly throughout this, but we've been fine so far. The worst that happens is we waste time. Because we will never be truly stuck as long as we have Kale. Who I will only be turning to if I ever reach a point of true desperation. But I will go to the ends of the earth. To every possible check that I could think of. If I run out of places and I think, man, there's really nowhere else for me to check, something completely slips my mind or something I miss, that's when we turn to Kale. Only when we have no other resort. Because I'm pretty confident in my Elden ringing. What's up, Alexander? And I'm certain that I've missed stuff already that others may have caught, but... I mean, we've been doing okay. Sup?
Oh, you Steve. This was supposed... What's going on? Well, gosh.
Into the festival.
Doesn't the...
It's funny that he's right there, but you can't have him as a summon for this boss fight. Because he can't fit through the door. Once again, a Miranda flower. Where the hell would this normally be a boss? And why have I encountered it now multiple times? That's so strange. Weirdly dramatic music for this ordeal. Complete waste to use that fire pot, because it's just going to poison me anyway. Still can't get the ingredients I need to make the poison cure. If this is another Great Rune, get both of them out of flowers. That'd be so funny. Come on, do it. You know what? I'll take it. That's still a pretty good reward for how pathetic that boss fight is. I suppose if I want to go Faith Words for the purpose of the sword that we have here, whatever that thing's called. Sacred Relic Sword. May not be a bad idea to have the seal.
It's time for the festival.
Doesn't
Alright. Can I get a level? Fair bit short. Bit of this. Bit more health. And it'd be faster to warp back here. Still have a few more checks to do. Oh, and I still have to check the remembrance that I got. I got Renala's remembrance. Have to remember to turn that in next time we're back at the Round Table Hold. Which, tell you what, having already have a fully upgraded weapon really reduces the amount that you need to go back to the Round Table. Nope. Tell you what, I might just let this thing die. I'll linger in the area for a moment to let this thing die passively so I can get some runes for the shops in the area. We're gonna have some spending money. We want to get all the cool, fun items. Die! Ow. I like crabs. Crabs are neat. My controller's stuck vibrating now. Oh, little feller. Attack me. Thank you. Fix my rumble. Still don't know. Why is this thing passively dying? Is this standing on a fire? That's probably it. It's probably standing on a fire. That's a problem. Weirdly enough, that doesn't damage anything else in the area. And it has now stood off the fire. It is now back on the fire. Lovely. Bit lame when enemies don't damage each other like that sometimes. It's like, it's a huge-ass explosion. Like, give me a freebie. Big old golem. Golem O'Driscoll. Oh shit, he's passively fighting something over there. What are you fighting? Nothing it can hit. That's funny. It's a bit sad that if your graphics are on medium or lower, you don't get to see the glow of these guys. This blue glowing effect that they have is only active if you have your graphics set to high or maximum. Bit sad, because it looks so cool. This guy gonna have a problem with me now? Really curious what he's shooting at over there. But I guess we'll never know. I suppose I could know if I just walked over there. Haha. Do it. Ah, he's too far on the ground. Almost missed this, and it wouldn't have mattered. What were you shooting at over here? Not the faintest clue. Maybe it was that bubble boy that came and fought me halfway through that. Dude just has beef with everyone. Hit up the fort. Open up the pit! I quite like this smoldering wall. It's quite cool. Definitely one of my favorite set pieces in the game. Fuck off. Perfumey bastard. You French bastard. Make sure I'm not missing nothing. Ah, don't need to worry about you. There is an item to check on the back side of this place, I'm pretty sure. Let's make sure we get over there. Hello, big boy. That's a good amount of XP off of him. And again, I cannot call it one consistent thing. I guess if my priority is levels, I call it XP. If my priority is purchasing items, I call it runes. Which, it hasn't been an issue for me before, calling it XP. I don't know why I've started doing that. There's really no reason for me to call it that, or why I've started calling it that. Just came out of nowhere, my brain just corrupted overnight, I suppose. I haven't even been playing anything else recently with an XP system, where you'd think about it as XP. So I think my brain is just like fully broken. Nascent butterfly. Alright, that was pointless. Let's see what's inside of here. Normally there's a big old storm lion, whatever you call those things. I wonder who shall be in the place.
Who can it be now? Who can it be knocking at my door? Please go away. Don't come in no more.
Fort Gay. Oh. I introduce you to the world of gay sex. Oh, it's just a normal little putrid man. Ow. Him head exploded. Another golden seed. Lovely. Alright, there's no reason to talk to him. You'll hardly find any good reason to talk to ghosts. Despite what Zach Baggins wants you to believe, a ghost has never had a good conversation. Is there no item up here? I suppose not. This is just the warp that takes you to the front of Castle Redmane. I don't want to bother with that right now, though. I don't plan to... I mean, if I go up there, I'm going to fight my way over there. Because I have a bunch of checks to do along the way. So, thanks but no thanks. I should spend my level. We need 15,102. That means that we should... Actually, this ought to do. Almost. That and a small one. That dude again, he's just fucking... He's going off. Is he actually going to kill something this time? I think that guy down there. Sure is. Well, I've just found another passive spot. Dude can't get along with anyone. I'm gonna go for more health. Just big priority. We're already doing good on the damage front. Alright, some ruins to check down there. I don't think any enemies in here have any unique checks. Oh! I made a mistake.
I help anytime.
Don't ask me why I'm bothering. I'm just gonna do it. Alright. Much better result than I anticipated. You there, Mr. Merchant.
Welcome,
What do you have for me?
customer. Yes, well, value these. I'm hungry.
You have a thing for a sleep pot. I don't think I want that. I don't think I care about that. Morgoth's Great Rune. I think I want that. That makes the 2 Great Runes that we need to enter Lanedell. So we could, right now, blast our way up into Lanedell. We'd be horribly underleveled, but we do now have the conditions required. I suppose we still need the pieces for the Grand Lift of Rold, in theory. Which, we have one for the Halig Tree, don't we? I think that's the only one that we have. And half of Dectus. Oh, no, I have the... Where the fuck did I get the full Dectus medallion? Whatever. Alright. That was a very good merchant. I'm very glad I decided to check Caelid before going all the way into Liurnia. Pearl Drake. Nice. I will take that. Spreads it out a little bit more, but it makes it a bit more globally useful. Pretty good. Well, I guess my priority now should just be levels and finding the rolled medallion. Unless there's a way to beat the game without going to the mountaintop of giants, but I don't think that exists. Ice Rind Hatchet. I suppose, truthfully, there is nothing stopping me from just running to Lanedell right now and seeing what the fuck's up. Other than my own fear to do it. I suppose I should just find a nice place to grind and settle down. Because we don't need to bother with any of this shit now. Unless it comes to the point that we do have to find the medallion. But that's the only thing we have to bother with. No bosses, nothing else proper. We got our 2 great runes. We're good. This room kind of sucks. Oh my god, just can't fucking get this hawk. Jesus. There we go. Oh, not one of you, too. Oh, I hate these guys. Much better when they're scaled down. Not you, too! Dude, this is like the worst assortment of enemies in this room. It's like half of the enemies that I find the most annoying. All gathered up in one place. And I can't get to his head. Okay, we're cool. We're cool. Winged Greathorn. I don't know why that counts as legendary, but cool. Is that a remembrance weapon for the Regal Ancestor? Maybe. Alright, quick dungeon to check down here. Even though there's no reason, really, for me to check it. You know what? I'm not going to bother with little side dungeons, since I have both great runes that I need right now. I'm not going to go for too much longer, but I will try and make a beeline right now for Lanedell. Something's still mad at me. Suppose I'll just run on ahead a little bit. There's nowhere to be safe around here. Every square inch of this place is just crawling with baddies. Perhaps they're right around here. Race right back up here. I'd like to have some safety. Are we good here? We're good here. Okay. Go and just make a beeline for Lanedell. Nothing can stop us from getting in. Except for being underleveled. Oh, you know what? Go check Renala's remembrance. Bong. That's not the right place.
Only Fine, you have it now to become the thing as much.
Lovely.
Come.
Oh, America's Scar Seal. I will take that, because that is also free levels.
Queen, a god, but I've agreed. America, but even
When are you going to let me buy remembrance items? I guess not yet. They refuse. The two fingers, they're having a shimmy shake. Yeah, let's just have both Scar Seals. Acting as a bunch of free XP. Again, calling it XP. Free levels. The fuck? Not enough? No. This is gonna be more than enough. Try to get 2 out of this. This might be a bit too much. Just a wee bit. Prioritize health. Go ahead and use this as well, because we don't need it. And let's go over towards Hugh, and I'm going to sell some useless items.
Yeah, those are the chance find them wet.
Getting so many of these dragonfly heads, I feel like I could be pretty safe in selling some of these. These are worth a lot less than I thought they'd be. I thought those would be worth like 100 a pop, because of how annoying it is to fight dragonflies. Let's see. Just get rid of some junk. Funny enough, I could get rid of a couple of these. I should have a couple duplicate things in here, like these. If I can remember what enemy these come off of, it might be a good idea to farm them for levels. Alright. Sell some of these. Cool. Let's get 2 more levels. Also into health. Well, didn't we just shoot up a good couple levels? Few places in the world. Anything else? Just trying to think of things that I may want to do right now. Yeah, let's just make a beeline for, Landell. And then after I reach there, in between recordings of this, I will take a moment to look up whether or not there is a ending for this game that can avoid the Mountaintop of Giants, or the Grand Lift of Rold, that is. Because that is its own set of qualifications that I had to set in the randomizer for requirements for the Lift of Rold. So there may be some things to look at there. Oh Lord, he coming. What do you give? What do you give? Somber Smithing Stone 4. Very nice. That's a motherfucking dragon. I wouldn't even get credit for fighting you. Don't think I need to bother going and getting, Lynetta. Latenna? Latenna. At this point, now that I have the 2 key things, everything else is going to be very, very optional. We now prioritize speed. Patches, what do you got?
It's me. I'm still in business now. I might catch his input.
I don't think I need those things. Stone of Garank I will buy. Boiled prawn would be a good idea to have a couple of. Don't need anything else here. So I suppose I'll leave that behind. Not gonna bother with that death bird either. Actually, maybe I do bother with the death bird. Let's see if I'm strong enough for it. Let's find out. Is this the really shitty one from Mountaintop of Giants? Oh, it might be. I suppose I do good enough damage. This one is all lingering AoE. Sucks. Do some of this. Frostbite. Yep, this is the one from Mountaintop of Giants. Just fought this guy the other day, and I hate him. Here comes. Did he heal? He probably did. That seems like something he would do. Because he sucks. Damn it. Damn it. I hate your spindly ass. Ah, how did that miss? This is why I hate this guy. Get out of here. Good reward. As always, very, very worth it. You know what? We should go find whatever her name is. That is a servant of Volcano Manor. Is that it there? I think that's it. Must be. Yep.
Hello. Hello. Hello, it's rather my mistress. I was a could I ask that thug only if you've oh to bless a thug, please. Please.
Go do this whole thing. Even though it's not gonna even be guaranteed the right item. No idea what I'm about to get. Well, well, well. Just thought you'd help yourself to another man's belongings.
Show me, and I'll consider I'm not in love with you. You're first.
Oh. Nice.
All right. Things know your bloody eye.
Go and rest. Don't think this will open up his shop. Oh, yes, it will.
I could be.
And it's nothing. It is just one check, so can't be too surprised. Look at that beauty. Let's just go ahead and grab the map here. And I guess the last thing that I do today, hoping that I am an appropriate level to be able to complete it, which I know that I'm really not. I'm going to be pushing my luck to a severe degree. Straight ahead. I'm going to try and go up the elevator way, the dungeon way, to the Altus Plateau. Even though I do have both sides of the Grand Lift of Dectus, don't I? So I don't even have to do that. I can just go straight to the top. But to do that, for that pathway, though, I have to have the Academy key. But no, I don't, though. Because there's another way up and around. Fuck it, let's just take the lift. Avoid a whole dungeon. Why not? I have both pieces, why not? Why am I bothering to get this item? Roiling magma. Let's go ahead and do your dialogue here.
Hello. The whereabouts. They laid the tail idea. The tail eye.
All right. Nothing. Yeah, let's just skip, like, all of this. Feels wrong. Just running all the way out here. Where there's just nothing through the lake. Sheer emptiness. There's something, it just feels wrong. I feel like this is a part of a map that I'm not usually around. Not normally a good reason to come here, is there? Yeah, here I am thinking, oh, you know what, we're just skipping the entire academy right now. No, I don't even have the key for the academy. I'd have to go on a whole other adventure to get to that. I don't even have a way in. I could look for a way in, but I don't know it inherently right now. So the best form of progress is where I'm going now. This feels so weird to actually run across all of this. This feels, it's just like, going through so much emptiness is such a strange feeling in this game, where everything is normally just so packed constantly. Every frame is so dense. Bloodblade. Suppose I should just grab all the graces I can around here. So when I do want to do some exploration, it won't take me forever to get around. Grace for this one is on the far side. What's your problem? Could check all of these, but I'm not that interested. I think the grace is right up there. Stallion? Did get pretty lucky, all things considered, with it everything being where items could be literally anywhere in the map. The fact that I really didn't even have to get that much into the opening areas of the game. Like, we're not even 9 hours into this run. And already we have two of the biggest things that we need. That for all I knew, I could have had to go through every single dungeon in the entire game and then all the way up to the top of the Altus Plateau. And even then, I still wasn't guaranteed to find them. I am so lucky in this run. Now, I think there's a jet stream somewhere that I can jump up to get up there right now. Not certain about its location, but I think there is a shortcut to the top of there. Also, I was going to check the Albinoric village, but I don't really have a reason to do that anymore. Maybe it's around here, closer to the actual gate. I know that it exists. Because it would just be very nice to just skip a whole dungeon. Got both half of Dectus. Tech this. Yoink. I know it's somewhere. Maybe it's on the other side. You are really having some fun over here. Just that one bloom causing all those problems. Does remind me of another area that I forgot around Limgrave. Yoink. Nice. Those keys are always much appreciated. Here we go. Do I have another grape? No. No, I do not. So nothing for Hyetta right now. Is there normally a night boss here? Is that the right time of day? Yeah, right over there. I'm gonna go ahead and fight him for levels. I wanted to get off the horse, but whatever. Still trying to get off the horse, thank you. Oh, you're weak. Ow. We are abysmally strong for being so early in this game. Holy shit. The 2 Scar Seals definitely help that. When you have like a head start on enemies, it really... Oh my god, another remembrance. When you have a head start on leveling, it does kind of have this cascading effect. There's another merchant underneath this church. Let's go check him. Now, I am willing to bet that we are going to reach a point in this run where my confidence is going to run out. We are going to find that there is, in fact, an item that I dreadfully require, and I'm going to have to go back over the entire map. But for now, I'm just going to enjoy things. Golden Seed, lovely. Mending Rune of the Fell Curse, huh? Might as well. Only thing I actually need here, so I'll be on my way. All done? All done? Do I have enough seeds for a thing? No. Thing is that even with all the health that I'm finding for myself, that only goes so far. Because if I can't adequately recover that health in a fight, it's ultimately pointless. So how are you still operational? You're kind of not. That's interesting. Just firing blanks. Huh. So I do still need to look around for sacred tears. That's still a really big thing. If I can't get those, then we don't have a good chance of actually finishing this run. You know, it's like how a big part of the World War II aid effort was just having good food. Loretta's War Sickle. Pretty cool. And down in the Merchant was Loretta's Slash, so... a lot of Loretta. Madness Village up at the top, I'm tempted to check, but I have no reason to right now. We're just gonna blast ahead, make as much progress as we can, and not give a shit about anything until we get stopped. That being said, though, I don't think we're gonna have a proper way inside of the capital without having to fight a boss, because even with... well, maybe with 2 Great Runes, I don't think that's enough for the doors to automatically be open to Leyndell. Rest. Hello. Is there anybody out there? I'm just gonna let this cutscene play out because I want to take a sip of my drink. Don't mind me. Alright, drink time over. Skip this shit. The rare double skip. Grab whatever graces we can. I suppose it wouldn't be a bad idea. The moment that I hit some adversity, it wouldn't be a bad idea to rush back towards other dungeons and sort of do a boss rush for XP. For runes. Runes. Not XP. Runes. What has happened to me? Runes, runes, runes for the home team. It is still kind of a pretty funny thing. When Elden Ring first came out, you see messages everywhere that, like, literally everything would say, like, is this the Elden Ring? Because on day one, nobody actually knew what the fuck the Elden Ring was. Everybody was just like, well, I'm assuming it's a ring that we're gonna find, that it's gonna make us all powerful. Oh shit, I see the door up there. I think it's open. Yo. Let me check this tree. But I think the door is actually open. Go check it out. Yeah, it is. Very good. Although that's just to the outer wall. Grand scheme of things, that doesn't mean that much. Oh, that's just you. Normal scarab, beetle, whatever. Rawr. Oh, you're not even that strong. You are a problem, though. Get out of here. Who's gonna take the place of these two Erdtree Sentinels? Had to think about what they were called for a moment. Falling Star Beast and an Erdtree Guardian. Honestly, I feel like I could deal with you, but I'm gonna avoid you for the moment. Couple of items. Larval Tear, Memory Stone. They're not gonna follow me in, right? Yeah. Map of Lanedell. Oh shit, you're following me in. Oh, if I could separate you two, I will fight you gladly. Did I activate this grace? Oh boy, that would have been a big mistake. Yeah, he actually came in. That will make this so much easier. Get over here. Don't back up now. I see you over there with those dry-ass lips. Oh, don't try to lick them now. I think the Falling Star Beast is still trying to get in here. Yeah. He's the one I'm really worried about. He might actually be a problem. Uh-oh. Alright, that's half of it. Now for you. You seem like you're gonna be a problem. But you also seem like you can't get beyond this point. I can definitely use that. You know what? Why can't I summon the Mimic Tier? You cannot summon for this fight. That is unfortunate. Yeah, you're gonna be a strong one, huh? Get some of that stamina back. That is so dumb that that has a hitbox on the back side of it. I guess his whole body turns into a hitbox like it's Monster Hunter, but it's still kind of dumb. Fuck off. You're like halfway inside of a wall. You can't be doing this shit. Grow up. Grow up. Oh, these you have to roll out of. This one you have to run from, though. Well, there goes all my health. This guy sucks. Fighting him in this specific circumstance is kind of shitty. Oh, I can summon on this side of the door. Well. Wish I would have known that. Should have paid better attention when I was running up. Fuck off. Stuck in stun for half of that. I really don't want to have to fight you again. But I think I will. Because you're being shitty. And there it goes. Yep. Man, I don't like this guy. Not when the fucking automatic lock-on of this weapon is not actually going to aim high enough to hit his weak spot. Because his head is a weak spot. It's not even that bad to reach. The problem is purely just that the lock-on system of this game has a horrible tendency of aiming low. You're not the one I wanted to fight first. God damn it. Hate you. You are the one I wanted to aggro the least. Fuck. Times like these, you wish you had Stone of Garunk just at the ready. But I'm not high enough level for that. I think I can cheese it, though, through this door. If he'll just keep peeking in, I can keep doing this jump neutral. Where are you going? Don't make this worse than it has to be. Oh yeah, okay, now you want to have a fucking... Now you're like, oh, I don't even want to go near the door. Piece of shit. Like wasting people's time, huh? Is that what you like? I was holding shield there, and for some reason holding shield just made it activate a fucking stab. Couldn't tell you why. Cool. Love it. Just keep missing. Lovely. And your head's in the door. Fine, I guess. Whatever gets the job done. Door stuck, homie. Don't know how that made it through, but whatever. Feels good. Again, I was holding for shield and it did another stab. That's so weird that it keeps doing that. Yep, miss. I don't know why I back off that. Trying to get the perfect spacing on that, but it's just not happening. Dude, just fucking aim like half an inch to the left. Pretty please. Missing these over and over again gets pretty annoying. What? You only did a fucking 2-phase for that. Normally you're supposed to do 3. Why did we just skip one? I hate it. Just fucking hit him. Keep, like, sliding off of him, I swear to God. Die. Where the hell did the Erdtree Guardian go? What are you doing all the way down here? Somebody not feeling good. Allow me to summon my level 1 friend, who I really need to get upgraded. We're gonna help make you feel better. Okay. Problem was just the Falling Star Beast. There's still Tyr. I can get 1.5 levels out of that. Bit disappointing. Don't know why I even wasted my time on that, but... well, we gotta do what we gotta do. These are some tough times we got ahead of us. It does feel a bit strange being at this point in the game, only 9 hours in. You're awfully confident. You're also unique. Okay. I'm glad I bothered. Nice. We have a prayer book. That's a few more checks. So that's the door there that is not open. Bro, what are you doing here? Get your ass back to Stormvale. Yeah, I don't think I can open up this door. Do think we have to go around, but there is a check here, and it's useless. Well, not useless, it's just not anything we need. Useless to us. But she is very beautiful to me! Damn it. Bungled. And 100% per beef bungle. Not pure, per. Alright. I guess I will go at least see what is in the place of what is normally the Dragonkin Sentinel. Or Dragon whatever Sentinel. Which is what we actually have to fight to get into Leyndell. Oh, somebody's a wee bit tough. Once again, I shouldn't be bothering. But I've already started it. I shouldn't have started it. That took a long time to stand up. I must be getting old. Alright, who is the boss going to be up here? Please be one that is weak and easily exploited. Your dog was easy to kill. Introducing Immortal Dog. You're tough. Why are you so tough? Not so tough now.
Looks like you're the science guy now.
This might be easy. I'm gonna summon for this. This feller might not be too bad, all things considered. There is also the possibility he flies himself off of a cliff. Oh no, he's super weak. Oh, it has never been more free to get into Leyndell. Because this is the weak one. We fought the stronger version of this guy earlier. This is the weak one. So he can't do shit. Oh, man. Funny enough, still a Dragonkin. Draconic Dragonkin. 50k off of that. Easiest paycheck of my life. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. At this point, I mean, it's getting a bit late. But if I'm just going to be able to keep barging through this game at this point, I might as well just keep going a bit. Why not? Ride this roller coaster for a little bit. Guess I could put those into strength. Because health is already at the point. The health that I have right now is normally the health I would have closer to, like, level 100. And I don't want to be caught on the back foot not having enough strength. We're doing pretty good. I think 60 is where you hit, like, the really strong cap of health in this game, though. Tell you what also helps is these 2 Scar Seals. That's really making things crazy. Oh, you know the best part of all this? You never got the tools for it, so there's gonna be no Bach here. Godfrey icon. Nice. We're not using magic, but cool. Sup? Sup? I'm just gonna keep rolling. If nothing's gonna be able to stop me, keep rolling. And especially if I can just keep plowing through bosses one after another for free XP. Runes! Something happened to me. Might as well. I am also just, you know, trying to get as much content going as I can. Because it's been like a proper more than a week since I was sick. And I've only gotten to do one stream in that time. I'm hoping to do another one tomorrow. That's something I said to Emmy on today's episode of the podcast. She was like, oh, you know what? I think I could probably edit this one too. And I was like, no, please let me edit it. Please, I'll do anything to be making content right now. Because that's what happens every time that I get sick. Or I have to take any amount of extended time away from making content for something else that comes up. Is that the entire time, like, first day, it's like, you know what, I'm just going to rest. Second day, I'm tired of resting, and I just want to be back to doing what I do. Like, that's the thing, is that, like, it's nice to have a vacation for me. To have, like, a few days where I know, like, I'm scheduled to not have anything to do. If it's, like, that kind of coordinated. But if I have, like, the difference is, like, willfully having something else to do that I'm looking forward to that takes priority over streaming and making content. That's fine. I'm looking forward to my trip. But if it is involuntary, if I am involuntarily unable to do streaming or make content, I will be miserable the entire time. I don't care if I'm knocking on death's door. If it keeps me away from making content for too long, that's what sucks. Because this is just the shit that I like to do every day. And so when I can't do it, it's, you know... Not being able to do this is like if you're like, alright, you're no longer allowed to eat dinner. You can have meals at every other time of day, but you can't sit down to have, like, a nice dinner. Like, that would suck. Just a whole part of your day that just gets, like, completely removed. That's how I feel. Like, this is a part of my day. And it really sucks when I can't do it. Well, interesting hallway. Boy, that just blew my eardrums out. Why was that so loud? Yeah, I need to get out of here. Like, now. Holy shit, this sucks. Dude! Fuck you. Got the fucking horse, the shrimp, the flower, the fucking golem. Fuck this room. That's like the worst layout I've encountered so far in this randomizer. Like, even that whole fucking, like, tomb room I was in earlier that had, like, the madness troll and everything else. I will take that over that shit. What the fuck was that? That was insane. But I still have to get through there. I suppose I don't have to go through there. I could jump off the roof here, but I still need to get my runes back. Suppose I can still do that by doing this. Avoid the rest of that mess. So maybe we try and take out that golem without stepping in front of the door. So that way we don't activate... Where the hell did that dog go? There you are. Then we don't activate the horse and everything else. And we just chill. Just hang out a little. Relax. Put on the radio. Would you like some am or Cool, this is not much better up here. Somber. Somebody's just tearing shit up on the roof. Hopefully that doesn't spill in. Oh yeah, you're just having fun out there. Odds are that somehow damages through the walls here. Just for an added layer of safety, because this room seems to suck. That sucks. Added layer of safety, we are going to flask for this room. Heal to full. Why are you already in the hallway? Okay, you know what? If I can just at least fight you alone, you won't be so bad. Problem was the rest of that mess. There we go. Now you're chump change. Okay. Rest of this, it ain't nothing. Run through. Fuck, the rest of this room sucks too. Don't get stuck on stools. Just run. Why are there so many trolls in the capital? What happened? Is this Dark Souls 2? Oh hey, that's technically not a boss. But it should still have a unique drop. And it's nothing. So we're still gonna have to go through this entire area properly in order to unlock that gate to even get up to the Grand Lift. So I have a feeling that that's gonna be where we hit the wall. Oh, hello, Melina. We haven't spoken to you since we first spoke.
For bringing here and thus.
Tarnished, how the fuck did you get here already?
I have no.
You should not be here.
Well, that doesn't seem very good. Man, it sucks that we have, like, so much health and a good amount of flasks, but we just can't heal at all. We have to spam flasks just to get, like, a quarter of our health back. Scaled armor. I'm just gonna run away from all this, if you don't mind me. Although I'm pretty sure there are some items to check over there. Just gonna run. Because if they're not gonna fully stop me, I'm not gonna stop. Yeah, we're gonna need Sacred Tears. Before I'm able to actually finish this run, unless the final boss is actually just going to be chump change, we're probably going to have to go on a hunt specifically for Sacred Tears. Is there like a lever or something around here? Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong location. I think I'm a bit mixed up. Man, everything here is really doing a lot of damage. Doesn't help the 2 Scar Seals adding additional damage on top of that, lowering my current resistance, but certainly made worse. Just we're not properly leveled for this area. We are at this point like 50 levels, or maybe not 50, maybe closer to like 30 levels earlier than I would normally hit this area. Even that's a bit of an exaggeration, though. I feel like it's not uncommon for me to be close to 100 by the time I hit the Mountaintop of Giants. Alright. Good. Go ahead and just see what's going on the rest of this place. Upper class robe. Upper class rats with a feather in their hat. Cardboard castle and of moat and mouse traps. Piece of pastrami, half-eaten wontons. Living in a bar singing karaoke songs. Chewing on a sludge-filled Boston cream donut. They don't give a fuck and they're making sure you know it. Real good song, Garbage Land by Red Vox. Of course, I'm a big Red Vox fan. But that one is just, you know, it's just fun. It's very different from what they normally do, but it's just fun. Can I just take this staircase up to where I'm going? I don't think I can. It'll take me partially to where I'm going. But it won't take me all the way. At this point, I'm going about half an hour longer than I expected to, but things are still going pretty well. Just hoping it won't be too bad to upload. St. Trina's Torch. That matters not for me, but okay. No horse. Of course. A trout, no doubt. My papa was a trout, no doubt. A bass with class. My mama was a bass with class. My mama was a bass, she'd surpass any bass with her class. My mama was a classy bass. There's a fun, like, quartet on TikTok, popped up a few months ago. That was, like, their debut song. It's pretty fun. Oh, oh, that's a baseball. This is a bad idea. Just be running through here and not actually dealing with these enemies. It's gonna catch up to me really quick. Unless it won't. Haha, and they just fall off the edge and give me runes. God damn it, it's Malekith. Fuck. Oh, this is Bestial Sanctum Malekith, I think. So, possibly weaker. Yeah, he's definitely not as fast as other form. Do some of this. Try to get it in time. So his dagger that he uses... Fuck off. Why? Just let me drink! Just a sip! That pisses me off. Oh, I should be using my spear buff. Keep forgetting about it. My rally. Kind of funny that it places you on this side of things. But his dagger. I don't know if it's Sincada or Kincada. But it's a very fun weapon to use. Very fun dagger. It's strength-based. You know, it's all plant-based. Non-GMO. See, it really won't take much if I can just get my hits in. Thing is that I have his moveset almost completely memorized because of how horrible he is to fight at the end of the game. And even still, I'm just throwing. Please no second phase. That was strangely easy. No second phase. Viridian Amber Medallion, which might not be a bad idea. There's a good few levels. You see, it just keeps compounding. We just get stronger and stronger without any effort. Let's get that up to 40. Where it hits a bit of a soft cap, I suppose. And get a few more there. Oh yeah, and we still have his remembrance to spend as well. Let me go back to the round table, which I don't even think I have anything to check in the round table right now, other than remembrance. But I'll be thinking about it. Oh, well, you know what? Prayer book.
I'm off in. We may not. If this. That it's incantation.
That is a work of heresy. And still nothing I need. It added like maybe one item.
May the golden.
All right, let's check the remembrance. Nothing I need. Awesome, I can spend this shit for levels. Awesome, I can sell this for crack. Are there any spirits that I can level right now? I guess I should look at my actual... Where the fuck are they? If it uses Grave Glove Ward, I can get a few levels out of it. Jellyfish, I suppose. Don't think I want to use that. I don't think Crystallium would be very good. So, nothing actually worthwhile there. Alright. Let's just keep moving. What is going to be in the place of Mr. Oil Spill Sword himself? Mr. Horn, Lord of Iridescence. Perhaps a bit of stamina would be a good idea. Didn't get much out of that, but take what you can get. Maybe we switch this in for the Viridian Amber. Just for the sake of having good stamina. Because good stamina means good attacking. Keikaku means plan. Trash. Cool. Let's just move on ahead then. What's funny also is that if we do end up encountering Sir Gideon Ofnir at any point, he's gonna be super weak because we haven't fought really like any boss. Maybe it counts off of remembrances. I don't know. But it is pretty funny that if he's just, because of the randomizer and just blazing through this game, he has been able to steal no knowledge. So he just gets nothing out of us. Oh, lovely. Oh, perfect timing. So it needs 25k for a level right now. We cannot attain that with our current runes. So if I go in here, there is a strong possibility I could just lose 8k. Let's hope that doesn't happen. I don't know what the boss is going to be. Bit scared. Pre-game this. I don't think Mimic Tear is worth summoning since it's still level 1. Who's it going to be? Oh. That's fine. Godskin Noble, the Omen King. Whatever you say, dude. Nobody's around to stop you from giving yourself titles. Now, is this going to be the one where after I beat you, it's then going to go into the other Godskin? Better not be. This might just be the one from the Volcano Manor. We still get the voice lines. Pretty great. This is a bad idea. Here it comes.
Stained by my curse. Such I cannot bear. Thy part in this shall not be forgiven.
Bit early. I don't know how those missed me, but I'll take it. He did the pancake flip. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Please no. Stop doing that. Just let me heal. Just one more time. Thank you. So close. I just didn't want to play risky with having no health. Letter to Patches. Is that actually going to put a mark on my map? No. Where is... Oh, I have to go interact with the door first. That's another good free couple levels. So if I do have to do backtracking for anything, it's going to be so abysmally easy. This is the best a rando has ever gone for me. Other randomizers I've done have gone so long. So even if it is going to have to take like a whole bunch of exploration after this, at least we won't be met with much adversity.
Hello again, old friend. Allow me.
I knew you when.
Prevented the thorns.
Our common goal was waiting for the world to end.
And guide.
Thanks.
Shall I let my share them?
What do we want here? More strength, of course. Dex is still a good thing to have, but strength really seems to be king here.
Principles you would follow.
Yeah, there we go. And I can get another level. Good. Level 70. Pretty nice. I suppose this makes a good enough spot to end. Been going for almost 4 hours, and it's 10:30 p.m. So I suppose, yeah, just go and end this here. Thank you for joining me for another Elden Ring. Don't know if I'll be able to get another pre-record of this done, because I'm going to be streaming tomorrow and trying to get Closing Shift edited before I leave on Wednesday, so don't know what the fate of this is going to be, but it's going pretty good. Thank you for joining me. Have a good rest of whatever time it is for you. Bye-bye.